Happy spring. Well, it's almost spring. I hope it's getting warmer where you are. We're having an incredible heat wave here in Los Angeles, and it felt like a good time to talk about spring cleaning. Are you getting the bug? Is it time to start cleaning out those cabinets and drawers and maybe clear out your closet? We are doing spring cleaning at WellisAir. So we are offering a buy more and save sale on WellisAir because this is how you keep your indoor air clean. And it's something that we maybe don't think about, that our indoor air is 5 times more polluted than the outdoor air. And it's because, especially during the cooler months, we have all the doors and windows closed. Maybe we're running a heating system that's circulating through the home and ducts that haven't been cleaned. But our indoor air can trap a ton of impurities. Hi friends, I see you all gathering. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. We're talking about WellisAir and spring cleaning today. So what we did was we put together a buy more and save sale at WellisAir. So when you get 1 unit of WellisAir, you can get that home for $3.99. If you buy 2 units, you're going to take that home for $349.99. And if you get 3 units, the price goes down to $299 per unit. So the reason that we did that is we've had so many people, when they get 1 WellisAir unit, they normally put it in the main room of their home. Like, this is my great room, and this is where we had our first WellisAir unit. And then when you start to feel the benefits of having that cleaner air, and you start knowing that you're protecting your family better from things like VOCs or mold spores or mycotoxins or off-gassing, all the things that are floating in our indoor air, and just in general odors, things like that. It always goes off when I'm cooking. That's when you realize, oh, I want one for the bedroom too. Now the bedroom is where we spend the most of our hours of our lives in our bedroom. So think of all the air you're breathing in the bedroom and things that we're not thinking about. You know, that mattress is sprayed with fire retardant. It's a lot. The mattress, unless you have an organic mattress, it is sprayed with fire retardant. So these are the chemicals that you're breathing in that you're not aware of. So most people, their second unit, they will get a dedicated one for the bedroom. And then you start thinking, well, I'm in my office all day, or I want one for my kid's bedroom. So many people come back to get the multiple units that we are doing a big sale on this right now. It's for a limited time. You go to WellisAir.com, and that's where you can get all the information. You can get this down to $299 per unit, which is such a good deal. And then I have 2 of them. I'm looking at all of you saying, I have 2 of them. They really, really work. Thank you, October Ann. Nail X Salon said, I love my WellisAir. What a difference in the air quality in my house. It smells so much fresher and real. I love that. I'm glad it smells better. It's also just healthier for you. We want to make sure that we're doing what we can to reduce our toxic burden. If you are new to the brand, WellisAir is a totally different type of air revitalization system. And the way it works, WellisAir does not use a HEPA filter. HEPA filters are great. They're great at trapping particles. So what happens is you have that fan, which is a little loud, as we all know, and it passes through the HEPA filter. It pulls the air through the HEPA filter, and it traps the particles. And then you really need to go in and change that nasty filter, or else all those toxins are collecting on the filter. It's great for dust. It's great for pet dander, things like that. And again, it'll trap the VOCs that are attached to a particle. But you got to get gloves and a mask and go change it outside. And I mean, please change it if you have a HEPA filter. That's not how WellisAir works. WellisAir is the only unit of its kind. It is a patented technology, and it uses hydroxyl technology. Now, hydroxyls, that's something that's been used in smoke remediation, in flood remediation for large buildings. This is what is known as the best way to clean up from situations like that. WellisAir is the first time that hydroxyls have been adapted to be safe for indoor air use. And it is such a wonderful system. All you have is this cartridge. Now I need Nail X Salon to help me get this open without wrecking my nails. the cartridge here, all you have to do every 90 days is change this cartridge. So the cartridge has a non-toxic solution in it. We have two different kinds of solution, but this is a completely non-toxic proprietary solution. And what it does is it goes right into the back of the machine here. You have a small little fan that you can just whisper quiet. You barely hear it. And all it does is it generates this fan right through this area right here, and it releases the hydroxyls into the air. What do the hydroxyls do? Hydroxyls clean the air the same way Mother Nature cleans the air. So it scrubs it on a molecular level. So you have VOCs in the air, you have benzene coming in from your garage, you have formaldehyde that's on your rug, you have all sorts of off-gassing from carpets and paint. Maybe you've got paint stored in your garage. Maybe you have old moldy books. Maybe you have mold spores or mycotoxins. The hydroxyls go out and they scrub the air on a molecular level and they clean your indoor air. So what happens? It smells fresher, it feels fresher, and every breath you take is up to 99.9% clear of smoke, odors, toxins, VOCs, all of those things that we want to do to protect our health. So you go to WellisAir.com, you can get 1 unit and learn about it. We have that marked down to $399.99 right now. But if you get up to 3 units, the price goes down to $299.99. So now we want to talk about cartridges, because a lot of people say, well, wait, how much do I have to spend? If you get these cartridges, again, they last for 90 days. This is all you have to do to change it. No scummy filter. You just pop this into the back. This can go down, we get them in multi-packs, and I recommend you do that because that's how you get the least expensive price. Get it in a 4-pack, store them in your refrigerator. They will keep in the refrigerator for up to 18 months, and then you always have one on hand. I always have one in the unit. I always have 1 extra per unit in my refrigerator. Donna said, I have to say, this is the best air purifier. My son has mold in his bedroom, and it was red for a while. She's talking about this VOC meter, and now it is blue, which means it cleaned the air. I'm so happy. Donna, I'm so happy for you. As you know, in our family, we struggled with mold exposure and mold toxicity, and it was especially tough on our daughter Violet. And what the WellisAir unit does is, before that mold has a chance to colonize, it will clean it in the air. The mold and the mycotoxins. The mycotoxins is what makes you sick. And the mold spores, it will clean them in the air before they have a chance to colonize. If you have mold in your home, please get professional mold remediation, but use WellisAir to keep it at bay so that it doesn't colonize and come back and harm your family. Mold toxicity is no joke. You can get brain fog, fatigue. I mean, the number of symptoms that Violet had, body aches, it becomes one of those mystery illnesses, and you can go to doctor after doctor after doctor, and it takes a long time to get diagnosed. But the first thing you can do is keep your home clean with your indoor air with a WellisAir unit. So you go to WellisAir.com, check out our spring cleaning buy more and save sale. It's for a limited time, but we wanted to do this because we have so many of you saying like, oh, I got that 1 unit. I wish I'd bought 2 more while your sale was going on. So this is our spring cleaning sale, and I want you to go to WellisAir.com and read all the 5-star testimonials. There are so many. I'm going to read a few more of your comments here. Thanks for this. I love my 2 units. Sorry for bombarding. Broken Wings, you're never bombarding me. Sherry Grab said, I have 2. I'm so glad they work perfectly. Oops, did I just turn you off? There you go. When you first turn the unit on, your VOC meter here will cycle. It's checking out your air. It's going, what's in Caroline's house today? So now it's going out and testing. This is a meter that tells you if you have VOCs in your home. Now, blue means your home is within the range that we consider clean, safe. If it goes to orange, orange means you're 10% outside of that normal range. And if it's in red, you're more than 10% outside of that normal range. regardless of what the meter says, the WellisAir is always working to distribute those cleaning hydroxyls. It's Mother Nature's cleaning system. Somehow, these incredibly smart people figured out how to take Mother Nature's cleaning system, put it in this small, quiet, affordable unit so that we can have that clean air in our homes. It is like getting forest fresh air inside your home. And you know, when you get used to something, you don't notice the difference, right? If your house has always smelled a certain way, you don't notice when it all of a sudden is fresher. You notice it when you go into somebody else's home though. If somebody else's home smells particularly clean and fresh, or if somebody else's home smells a little heavy, where the air feels a little stale and musty, this is why you can always have that protection in your home with WellisAir. So Sherry, I'm glad you have two. Nancy said, and now the wick is in there, how easy. That's true, Nancy. So what she's talking about in the cartridge, all you do to install this is you literally just screw this top off, and that's it. The wick is already inserted inside. You just pop this into the back of the machine, take the old one out, and that's it. It's so clean, it's so easy, and all you need to know is that this completely non-toxic solution, it's safe for your pets, it's safe for your children, it's safe for you. There's nothing toxic in it. We're taking toxins out of the home. We're not putting toxins back in. Oh, my friends from the Lazy Olive are on. Hello. Don't forget to unscrew the cap off when you change the cartridge. Vinny, that's true. You have to unscrew it. If you don't, you won't be able to get it in there. So many friends on. Good morning, everyone. Don't forget the little black screen. This is just a tiny little filter for, you have an intake fan right here on the side, and we include this. You don't have to change it every single time, but just check your little intake filter, and if it's covered with dust, put a new one in there. You know, unlike a HEPA filter, which it's gathering all of those particles, they're staying in your home, in your unit, and then you have to go change them. I don't like doing that part, and so a lot of us avoid doing those things that we don't want to do. Your HEPA is not working well if you're not changing your filter. Nancy, so many friends are on because we love you and miss you. Nancy, I love you too. I love you guys like crazy. I keep turning my unit off. Okay, come on, buddy. There you go. Every time you turn the power off or on, it's gonna start the scanning. My other unit over there is blue. But you know, I had all these beautiful flowers from the market, and you never know what's going to inspire a sale here at WellisAir, but we always like to give you guys a deal. I know it is expensive to get an air purification system, and this is an incredibly affordable one, and the maintenance on it is also very affordable. When you get these cartridges, it's the retail price is $60 per cartridge, and it lasts for 3 months. So you figure that's $20 a month. But when you get it on subscription, that price goes down to like $17.99 per month. But the even better price is if you get it on a multi-pack on subscription. So you get the multi-pack on subscription, get 4 of these, keep it in your refrigerator. They store for 18 months. This goes down to $13 and change a month to keep your family safe from any VOC's toxin. We're talking benzene, formaldehyde, mold spores, mycotoxins, smoke, odors, all the things that we don't want to be breathing in. And if you've got a baby or someone you know who's having a baby, my goodness, those little lungs are not developed and they need even more protection. How much square footage does it cover? Felicia, each unit covers 1,000 square feet. So for me, in this house, we have 3 levels. So this level, I have a unit here. I have a unit that is downstairs in the office, and then we have a unit upstairs in our bedroom, and we actually have an extra one in Violet's room. So anyone in your home that you feel needs extra protection, and Violet certainly does, she's very sensitive to chemicals, And so we have one in her room as well. So again, you can get the units down to $2.99 when you buy that 3-pack, because we're doing a buy more and save sale. And you can get the cartridges down to $13 and change per month when you buy the subscription on multi-pack. So that is our buy more and save sale. It is spring. I hope the sun is starting to pop through where you are, and I hope at some point you get to enjoy some beautiful flowers. But in the meantime, you can keep yourself and your family safe with WellisAir. Thanks for joining us, guys. We will be back, and you can always find me, you know, cooking and on my page as well. Talk soon. Go to WellisAir.com. The sale is a limited time special. Thanks.